I'm Max Hammond. I'm with Advanced Practice Management, and we are in the business of establishing medical clinics, and we guide them through the software that we build with Alpha. When we started, we were a Microsoft Sharepoint, and then we went, that wasn't going to do what we needed to do, so then we went to Access. And one of the problems that you have when you have multiple locations is we need to make this more easier to get to through the web, and of course with Access is not necessarily a web-enabled product. So through a simple Google search we found Alpha, and bought Alpha, got started, and in literally 4 or 5 days we had our first form generator with no help, no book. We just loaded the product up and started stumbling around, and a lot of it was very intuitive. When we get to the part where we needed to do some programming, then that's where we had to back up and learn a little bit of some X-Basic language, some JavaScript. And now that the program has come or the development tool has come so far, there's very little programming you have to do to have a very functional program. You can get so far with technology on your own, but you can go so much farther with the community. The support that I can get as a business person, I'm not a technical person. I love technology, but I don't have any formal training in technical background. I'm not a trained programmer. But the support that you're able to leverage through the message board, through just other contacts that you make through being part of that message board, through the staff at Alpha themselves. I mean, I've just not seen a more customer-facing organization when it comes to software. And I never get the answer no. I always get the answer yes or not yet. Give me a little time, and then I get the answer. So that's the key for me. It's the environment of everybody wanting to do better. I just love that piece of it. And as every software package is out there, it's going to have something missing that you'd like to be there. But what I've never experienced before is how that something appears just around the corner every time in Alpha. It blows me away. I would say the latest and greatest feature that I appreciate that's just coming out in Alpha anywhere is the autocomplete in the JavaScript. For me, as a business guy, a finance guy, to learn X-Basic was a pretty big task. Obviously, I was able to do it pretty quick. I'm 2 years into it. We had a pretty cool piece of software that we've developed. But then to want to go farther and write JavaScript, it's just so much easier now with this autocomplete, where you can get your pointers, all your references that you need to call method. They're all just there, and I just think that's just awesome, because that was a big mental barrier for me to get over learning JavaScript, because it just sounds like such a hard thing to do, but it wasn't. It's really easy, and then now with the autocomplete, it just makes it that much better. I just think it's awesome. The other thing that I love about Alpha is when you get an idea and you want to go develop something really quick, just to get a proof of concept. You can go in a dialogue, create a real quick idea of what you think, go into the data binding, generate your own SQL table, and start playing with it and saying, these are the things I'd like to change to make this work better. And in so many other environments that we've had to work with, you have to go set up the database, and you get it all just to where you think it's right. Then you start writing the screen to get to that database, and you realize, man, I forgot this. It doesn't really matter in the dialogue. I just think it's the greatest thing. You can develop what you want, get it to look like what you want. Once you have the look and feel that you want, just go over to data binding and click create my table, and it's done. How quick is that for somebody who has a great business understanding where you want to go, but not the patience to sit there and describe it to a technical person to figure out, only to figure out a day later that they didn't get what they really thought they were getting.